Hi, I'm Melisa Idris, thanks for watching. I'm here on location at the Georgetown Literary Festival, and joining me on the show tonight, I have Preeti Nair, who's a social media personality from Singapore, better known as Preetipls. Now you may know Preetipls making waves as a viral internet sensation as she creates humorous videos, but often thought-provoking about really important issues like racial integration, as well as misrepresentation of minorities within local media. She joins me on the show tonight. Preeti, welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me. I'm pretty pleased. Singapore's top everything.
Singapore's top everything. That's quite a tall order, especially given the controversy that you found yourself in this past few months. So I think it was in September, was it?
It started in July,
end
of July.
Oh, there you go. Right. Thanks for putting that into kind of chronological order. So what happened was there was an ad that played in Singapore, that featured in Singapore recently, a Chinese actor portraying different races.
Yeah.
And you know, he had darkened his face to portray different races, had put on wigs and I guess in a very culturally insensitive manner that the Western world has been struggling to deal with, but this was happening in Singapore.
Yeah.
And in response to this ad, you have put out a video. So I'd like you to, perhaps you have a better sense of what happened. Maybe you can explain to us the controversy that happened a few months ago.
Okay, so the advertisement was put out by MediaCorp, which is Singapore's biggest media conglomerate. And I used to work there, so I have personal history with them. Yeah, but the ad was done by a veteran Chinese actor in Singapore, so he's well known, people know him, and he played all four races, the four races that we have in Singapore. So he played a Chinese guy himself, he played an Indian guy, he painted his face dark brown and he wore a curly hair wig, and he even had a lanyard with a fake character name called K. Muthusamy. And he also played a Muslim woman, he wore a tudung, and I think that was, when we saw the ad, it was a bit frustrating at that point because it wasn't MediaCorp's first time doing brownface. And they've done it, I think, at least two other times, and I've made fun of it all. So I've made fun of it, I've just poked funny comments at it, but I've never actually did a full video talking about brownface in Singapore. So it was just it all made sense for my brother and I to make fun of this video because they created this Indian man character called K. Muthusamy. So we were like, you know what, let's claim that. That's ours. That's our fellow Indian man. And you take it, you paint your skin brown and you call yourself, you give yourself a generic Indian name. So we're going to claim that character back and we're going to make a rap video and we're going to call ourselves K. Muthusamy. So my brother dressed up as K. Muthusamy. He was the guy, the office worker with the lanyard, the shirt and tie and everything. And we made the whole song titled K. Muthusamy. And we rapped about the amount of times this has happened and how frustrating it is to be an Indian person in Singapore and have to see this happen so often. Yeah.
So when you did that video, it was, you thought in your mind it was just another video that you were putting up, because not the first time, you said not the first time that you had commented on what you thought was a racist ad. Now, why was this video different? Why did it get so much traction?
I think it got so viral and it got so much ruckus so fast was because of the vulgarities used in the video. And I think that was probably the first time someone was so blatant to spell it out and tell people exactly what went wrong or what was wrong.
For many of us who haven't watched the video, is the video still online?
So the video I was told to remove the video, if not I was going to get fined, so I was asked to remove it. And I removed it, and it's now it's illegal to post the video up. So if you put it up, it will get removed. But a lot of people have downloaded the video to put it up on YouTube on their own. So you have to use a VPN to watch it. And it's on websites that are banned in Singapore. A lot of adult websites.
So what I understand about this video is that it's a parody using the Izzy.
Yes. So Iggy Azalea
song. Okay.
Yeah. So
and it's the F word.
Yeah. The song's called F It Up.
Okay.
So we decided that it made the most sense to make a parody, use the same title, because this was kind of like a F up, like a screw up. So it made the most sense, and it came very naturally to me because I was listening to that song on my own, and I'm like, this adds up, so let's use this song. And the song was a brand new song as well, so it was great timing. So I was like, let's take this song, let's make our own parody of F It Up, and let's talk about the screw up that just happened in Singapore.
All right, so in hindsight now, it's been a few months, right? So let's just look at that incident. When you guys put out that video, break it down for me in hindsight, what you think people were reacting to. But first of all, did you expect the reaction that your video got, given that this wasn't the first time that you had put out something like this?
I definitely did not expect this reaction, but I did expect a reaction. I did expect people to talk about it and share it and discuss what went wrong and talk about the advertisement and how that's not okay. But that was all I expected. I never expected like police to be involved and it to be like viral on a national scale. But the reactions that came in from the video, a lot of brown people were very grateful that we made the video.
You heard back from your community?
Yeah, and the comment section, before the video got taken down. So in the comments, people were saying things like, about time, you know, and they were tagging their friends and saying, oh, like, oh my God, she made a video about it, like, look at it, you know, like, because everyone already knew about the ad, because the ad went viral on its own for like the bad rap it had for doing brownface. So a lot of people were already sharing it and they were kind of grateful that somebody talked about brownface in Singapore and somebody dedicated a whole video to tell you what was wrong and how this is not okay and we need to stop doing this. But I feel like a lot of people didn't have the opportunity to form their own opinions on the song because the state intervened really quickly and I was asked to remove the video within a couple of hours of it being up.
Within a couple of hours?
Yeah, so if I'm not wrong, it was in the evening of the day I uploaded it. Or yeah, if I'm not wrong, like my timeline is right. Or if not, it was probably just within the first 24 hours.
But that is a very short period amount of time. I mean, that's actually a really quick reaction. That's surprising to me. I would have thought that it'll take a few days for authorities to kind of react to it, gauge the sentiment. But this was an immediate knee-jerk reaction.
It was really fast, and I think a lot of information I got was from the news before anyone spoke to me directly.
What do you mean by that?
So my friends were sending me articles from the Straits Times back in Singapore, and they wrote articles like, oh, police are investigating rap duo Preetipls and Subhas.
You didn't.
Nobody reached out. And I was overseas, so I thought, okay, maybe my SIM card's not in, maybe someone's trying to contact me. So I asked my brother, is anyone talking to us? Has anyone reached out to you? And no one had at the time where all the articles came out, and I had to find out that the police were actually investigating the video before they reached out to me directly.
So you read in the media that the police were investigating you
when there was no investigation.
Before you realized that you were being investigated.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wow. All right. Okay. Could you break it down for me? Just I kind of skipped a couple of questions ahead, but just now, in hindsight, what were people reacting to in your video?
So a lot of people were, well, of course, for sure, they were very grateful that we were talking about it. But I think a lot of people were very confused, and because the state intervened so quickly, they just assumed that our video was racist against Chinese people in Singapore. Like they just assumed, because the articles that came out called us racist, like they said the video was racist, the video was offensive to Chinese people. So before people could watch the video, they just assumed that, okay, Preeti and Subhas just made a video that's about Chinese people and they hate Chinese people and they are racist. So I think that was the opinion that was formed if you didn't have the chance to watch the video on your own. And a lot of people have come up to me since the incident to ask me, to even tell me that, oh, we didn't even see the video. What do y'all actually say? You know, like, where can we find the video today? Like, they're asking us things like that, which we have no answers to because we don't have, the video's nowhere online that we uploaded it on.
So, let me get this straight. You were being accused of racism for the
calling
satire that you produced, calling out what you considered a racist ad. How do you make sense of that?
I really think it's a child argument. It's such a childish argument to call out racism and to be called a racist. That is so, like, that's the easiest way out. That's a very convenient thing to do when you don't want to discuss actual racism going on in Singapore. That's what I feel. All
right, well, let's come back and talk about that because it's the root of the problem is much deeper, this casual racism. We'll come back and discuss that right here on Consider This. Don't go anywhere.